Good afternoon, Mr. Attorney General.
Hi.
We have the treasurer and the Attorney General on the line here.
Are we not turning the cameras on or what?
No, I don't have a camera size at home, so we're only live streaming the audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. So is mine on? I can't. Oh, there I am. Yeah.
We are live streamed on our website audio.
Oh.
Okay. So.
No, we don't. We're waiting for the Secretary of State, the clerk.
I don't have a camera size at home, so
It's okay.
we're always live streaming.
Yeah. Oops. So is mine on? I can't. Oh, there I am. Yeah.
We are live streamed on our website audio.
Okay.
Do we have the Secretary of State yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I spoke to him probably a half hour ago.
Good afternoon, John Wobensmith on. Sorry, it took a little while to get on. The pin wasn't working very well today. You're fine, John. Hi, it's Linda. We have the treasurer and the attorney general.
Hello, Mr.
Okay.
Secretary.
Nice to hear your voice. Thank you.
You too.
John, did
Hello,
you know
Mr.
where? Sorry.
I was just saying hello.
Hi, Treasurer Kopp, and thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say I have nothing too much more to say than that. I'm sorry.
No, that's quite right. Hi, it's Linda. Donna, do you know where the clerk of the court is? Is she supposed to join us?
She was supposed to join.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Can anybody
Suzanne.
hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So shall we begin? Because we don't know whether the controller is joining us or not. So are you all ready to start?
Sure.
Okay. All right, I'll begin. Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us. My name is Linda Lamone. I am the State Administrator of Elections and serve as the Secretary of the Board of State Canvassers. To begin with, I'd like to introduce the members of the Board of State Canvassers to everyone, starting off with the Honorable Nancy Kopp, State Treasurer, the Honorable Brian Frost, the Attorney General of Maryland, the Honorable John Woolsmith, Secretary of State, and the Honorable Suzanne Johnson, Clerk of the Court of Appeals. First of all, I'd like to recognize and thank the State and local Board of Election staff members that put so much time and effort into ensuring that the election process was prepared to conduct a vote by mail election. And let everybody know that a report to the governor on the June 2nd election will be issued this afternoon and will be available on our website under our press room. So today we come together to certify the results of the 2020 presidential primary election. Our tasks are to elect a chair to preside over the meeting, review the minutes of the board, and sign the declaration of the results of the election. You each have copies of these documents that were sent to you prior to the meeting. So with that, I would like to suggest that the Board of Canvassers nominate and elect a chair to preside over the meeting. Can I have a motion, please?
I would like to nominate the Secretary of State, John C. Smith, as chair.
And I second that nomination.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Nomination.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, Mr. Secretary. You are now the chair of the Board of Canvassers. If I may suggest that we have a motion to enable the board to sign the documents electronically. If you would like me to read it, I will be happy to.
No, that's okay. And thank you, Linda. I was going to just point out that the state canvassers is an agency, that is the board, is an agency that can in fact accept electronic signatures in lieu of wet signatures because of the remote nature of our meeting. So, and the fact that we're under the current emergency circumstances. So I was going to ask if we can have a motion and agreement to use and accept electronic signatures for the purpose of certifying the results of the June 2nd election. So can I hear such a motion?
I so move.
And is there a second? We have a motion that made in second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Seeing no opposition, the motion carries. So we will operate under signing electronically. The next point is I wanted to make sure under the statement of members to sign the declaration of results. Has everyone had a chance to review the declaration of the results of the election of June 2nd, 2020?
We have.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone that has not had a chance? If not, I would like to have a motion to accept the declaration of results for the June 2nd, 2020 primary election.
I would
so move.
And a second? Okay, moved in second. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? None being heard. The motion carries. We also, at this point, would also like to have a motion to approve today's minutes. And if I could have a motion for that as well, please.
I so move.
And second?
Could I ask a question? You
Of
mean the
course.
minutes of the meeting that we're having right now?
That is correct. And those are running minutes, so they will be completed as of this point, except for some additional remarks as part of that.
Could I suggest that we have a chance to review the minutes before we approve them?
Sure. Linda, would you like to address that?
I would like to ask Donna to address that.
Okay.
Hi. The minutes are the cover page, really. It's just a basic. Clearly, I have the comptroller listed as present, so these minutes will have to be altered anyway, so.
So we have draft minutes.
That's
I would
correct.
have to approve the draft minutes with the understanding we'll have an opportunity to review them in their final form, and if there are any issues, to come back together again and approve a final.
Well, we can certainly do that.
That makes good sense. That makes good sense.
Just to point out that this is Linda Lamone. The minutes are one page is just the first page is just the fact that the meeting was held, who was present, and what you all certified. And then the remaining of the minutes are the declaration of the results of the election, which you all just had a motion to accept those. So there's nothing else involved.
So let's do this. If you would please, Linda, complete the minutes at the close and forward those to us electronically. And if anyone has any objections to those, please so note. And the board, if you will please forward that to me. And if we need to, we will reconvene.
Absolutely.
That sounds good.
Okay, great.
Fine.
Okay, so did we have a vote to approve?
With the understanding of the process you just laid out, I would move to approve the minutes.
And is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? And the motion carries. One of the things I do want to point out that please remember to sign your copy of the document on the last page. And to then, if you would please do that at the conclusion of this meeting, and scan that and return it to Donna Duncan. And there is her email address, I think, is in the package that you have, but it's DONNA.Duncan, DUNCAN, @maryland.gov. That's all lowercase. There's one additional point, and that is we need to also instruct the State Board of Elections to promptly deliver a statement notifying each individual who is declared nominated in office. So making that request on the board's behalf to the staff at this point. Okay, and that's also included on the signature page that you will be signing. At the bottom of that, you will see that, and there will be a further signature by Linda Lamone at the bottom of that. And I guess, again, Linda, if you would ensure that we get a copy of those signatures as well, please.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. And next, I'd like to go down and get any remarks from the members, starting off with Treasurer Nancy Cobb.
Well, I just want to personally thank the board, Linda, your staff, and all the local boards and all the participants for bringing us through a very difficult primary, made much more difficult by this virus. I think that you did, on the whole, a very good job. And I hope the lessons learned from this difficult primary will be put to good use as we go forward to the general election in November, which is probably the most important election that any of us have ever voted in. And I can say only on my own behalf, if there is anything that we can do to help make the process stronger, better, we want to be there to help, and hope that that we can continue to be a model to the nation as we combine voting by mail and in person. So
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nancy. Next, Attorney General Brian Frosch.
Well, Treasurer Kopp always puts her finger on the right place, and I thought those were very wise words. I would just add to those the following. This pandemic that we are in the middle of is not going away soon. And I think running an election in person in November would be a terrible mistake.
Yeah.
And unlike the last go around where we had 5 weeks to prepare for really the first major or first statewide mail-in election in our history, we now have several months in order to prepare for it. And I think that the governor and the Board of Public Works and the Board of Elections should, as soon as possible, decide that we are going to have a mail-in election in November. And I say that for lots of reasons, not the least of which is it's going to be very difficult to get election judges to show up in person and put their lives and health in jeopardy in order to run this election. And we want to give as many people an opportunity to vote by mail to avoid the risks of this COVID-19 crisis. And instead of making the decision at the last minute and going through all of the craziness involved in running an election by mail, I think the decision ought to be made quickly so that the staff of the Board of Elections and all the county boards can do their jobs and have enough time to plan and get things in order. And secondly, I would say, I think that having a number of voting centers, more than were available in this last go around, having a lot of places where people who don't get their ballots can go in and vote in person is also extremely important, because as we know, lots of folks have moved since the last time they voted and have not updated their addresses. Their ballots will not be forwarded, and that's completely appropriate to avoid any kind of fraud. And so I think if we can put those two components in place and do it now as opposed to waiting until just before the election, we'll have a smooth election. And as we did in the primary, we'll have huge participation. So
right.
Thank you.
Well said.
Thank you, Attorney General. Clerk of the Court of Appeals, Suzanne Johnson.
I echo and agree with the comments that were so well expressed by everyone else, and I have nothing further to add.
Okay, thank you very much. And I will associate myself exactly again. I thought, again, Treasurer Nancy Kopp did a great job of exactly honing in on the points. So thank you again very much. Is there anything else to come before the board at this time by anyone? If not, then I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
I so move.
Second.
And all those in favor? Say
Aye.
Aye.
No opposed? Okay, motion carries, and we're adjourned. Again, thank you so much, folks, and thanks for the opportunity to serve as your chair today. I appreciate it, and all the best, and please all stay safe.
You
Thanks. Good job.
Thank you as well.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.